Good morning, everyone.
Howdy, y'all. Did y'all not love that feature this morning? So we're right across from the Buffalo Gap National Grasslands. That, I guess you could say, Badland feature is within that grasslands, and we're just probably 4 or 5 miles away from the entrance of Badlands National Park. And the national grasslands are a lot like a national forest where you can go out and camp anywhere you want to, and it almost completely surrounds Badlands National Park. So we could go out there and camp, but there's one problem. It's summer and there's no tree coverage, and that's why we're here. Look at all these trees.
Since we are not camping in the grasslands, we are at a KOA. This is the Badlands KOA. We are right across from the laundry and the bathroom and showers. But we chose this spot, A, because it's big enough for all of our stuff. B, I can do laundry. I did a couple loads last night, so it's like kill 2 birds with 1 stone. They also have these cool teepees if you wanted to rent those. I'm not really sure how much they are, but they look pretty neat. I just made something really easy. Eggs, spinach, mushroom, toast.
Ooh, I put too much hot sauce, but it's really good. I love this little simplicity. Oh, it's burning my ears, babe.
You did it. Now that we're done with the breakfast, first thing we're gonna do is drive to the Badlands Visitor Center because we're not really sure what we wanna do. We know we wanna hike a trail, maybe 2. I think they're all kind of short, and we're starting early because it will get pretty hot. So let's head to the visitor center.
Kelly had to run in and get some more change at the KOA front office, but I want to give y'all a showdown of the area. So we're way out here on the White River, and all this is national grasslands here. And we're going to come up here and head up to the visitor center. This is the park's headquarters visitor center, and then all the rest of this is national park. But if you see, all this is all national grasslands, like I was saying, all the way around the Buffalo Gap National Grasslands. So if it wasn't so hot, man, Kelly and I would really probably do some national grasslands. We've camped only in 1 national grassland and loved it in Colorado.
And it is still hot here, but like we said, there's some trees here. So we don't know, you could possibly find trees, but we really didn't have time to drive around. So here we are, which has been nice.
And right over here, right next to camp, is the White River. The White River is one of the main driving forces that we'll talk about for the erosion of the Badlands and surrounding areas. And then on the north side is the Cheyenne River, and that's the other driving force. So you got 2 rivers on either side causing the Badlands to get its erosion.
We did use our annual parks pass to get in here. Now it's funny because we have 2 days left on that pass, and then we have to get a new one. So we just made it by the skin of our teeth into this park with our pass.
There's the campground of the national park right there.
Oh God, there's no shade at all.
No, it looks hot.
Yeah.
It looks hot.
If you're wondering still why we chose the KOA, we were looking for some trees.
Yeah, once again, trees, man. Oh, and sorry about the windshield. If you see it in the shots, I need new windshield wiper blades. It's a little dirty, just a little dirty.
Just pulled up at the visitor center, and you know I like to go look at the gifts in the visitor center, and he's gonna read up on the history and get some tidbits for you guys about this place.
always love it whenever they have fossil history in a visitor center. And like we talked about in the past, you can see how in that video it was a low-lying sea, and as the Rockies were being uplifted, it pushed the sea away, it retreated to the Gulf, and then you were left with this, and then the erosion of the Black Hills put the first layer, and then once this was fully exposed out of the water, then this started eroding away from natural rainwater, and this is what you get today. Pretty cool. Kelly and I are gonna go do a hike though, right?
Sure. Okay, our first trail is the Notch Trail, but we're gonna go check out the Window, which is a popular viewing area. It's just a short spur off of the Notch Trail. So right now we're headed to the Window, but the Notch Trail actually starts over there, and it is a dirt path, correct?
Correct. And one thing we definitely got to watch out for is rattlesnakes. I just saw a warning sign for them, and I read about it last night.
And we're in Chacos.
We're in Chacos.
It's just too hot to put shoes on.
It's real hot. Feels good.
Gust of wind just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we just had this random gust of wind and it feels really nice. So the hottest time of the year to come here is July, but we're the last, well, you know, August, last 2 days of August, so it's cooled off quite a bit from what it was in July. The best time of year is, I think they said spring.
So that was the Window lookout, and I want to say that was pretty impressive. All right, now we're gonna come back around and we're gonna do the Notch Trail. This is the end of the trailhead. You just get this really beautiful lookout and a ton of cedar trees. I personally enjoyed this trail. This was fun.
Yeah,
I like the climbing.
This is one of the top trails in the area that's short.
Woo! Guys, it is so hot right now. So hot. I need a drink of water. I wish I had a body of water to jump in.
Yeah, it would be kind of nice.
It's hot. I don't know if we're gonna do any more trails.
I miss swimming.
I do too. Maybe one day we'll get to swim again.
Yeah, one day. My gosh, you're sweating. Did you pour it on
That's water.
you? Oh.
That's how thirsty I was.
I was like, my goodness.
We are gonna finish driving through the park, see what else there is. Who knows what we'll do. We drove out of the park because we found ice cream, which this place we've been to before. This is the Badlands Trading Post. It's also a gas station, but they have hot dogs, ice cream, souvenirs, gifts. So we're gonna pop in here and cool off because we're not ready to get back out there yet. They have soft serve. Mine is vanilla and chocolate, and Cody got the same banana bowl.
But let's get back in the park.
Back in the park, and this is the big view of the Badlands. And this is just gorgeous. Look at that view.
And what's so neat is every single layer that you see in the ground is a point in time. And also you can start seeing where the grass is. The reason grass is able to grow up there is that's a harder sediment, that's a harder material, and erosion isn't happening as fast there. But once that gets cut under, this part erodes faster, and whenever it gets wet, it almost becomes a liquefied outer layer, and that's why it erodes so fast. But right now it's hard as concrete, but it does liquefy very fast once rain hits it. But the grass area is a harder material, and it's more stable, and it will last for a while. Got into the far west part of the park, and I wanted to stop here because if you've noticed, we've had a light color patterns, a little bit of red, a little bit of pinks and whites, but this area is pretty unique because we see yellow, and this is called the yellow mounds. Once the sea receded, there was a lot of other ocean life and material, and that's what the white is and the red. Then when the jungle sprang up, jungle plants and trees started breaking down that material, and the jungle's plants decomposing matter created the yellow color that you see here. Isn't that gorgeous? You can see a distinct line of when that started occurring. And you might also have seen tons of prairie. There are prairie here, or grasslands here, that have not had any farmers ever till it. And of course there's prairie dogs. That leads me to the next interesting little tidbit. One of the most endangered mammal species on the face of the planet is located right here in this national park. It is the black-footed ferret. Back in the 80s, they thought that the black-footed ferret was completely extinct and that there wasn't a living specimen after the ones that they had in zoos had passed away. But in the late 80s, there was a group found in eastern Wyoming. They captured those, they did a breeding program, and they successfully increased the population and re-released them in this national park. The big thing about them is that their main source of food are prairie dogs. I guarantee you we probably won't see a black-footed ferret because they're very sneaky. But we are on the lookout for buffalo because this national park has a very large herd of buffalo. Let's see if we can find them.
We finally found some bison, and we cannot see them really well. They're far away, but Cody's gonna try to get a close up. They're way out there. It wasn't the greatest view, but we did see some. Now we're gonna head back to camp.
Back at camp, and it's probably what, like a 5-mile drive, 6-mile drive?
It's not very far at all, but this is very shaded in the afternoon, the spot we have.
I mean, look at this.
I think we're at 138 is our spot.
138?
But it's probably 85 degrees, and it's like 4 in the afternoon. But I'm gonna get some laundry done, and we want to show you the laundromat.
There it is. This simple.
Feels good in here.
Ooh, it does feel good.
Yeah, close the door. So it works really well. The clothes were clean, and right now I've got to do towels, and then I'm going to wash our sheets. All right, so it's $2.75 to wash, and then I did $1 in here, and it got everything dry. I think it was like said 20 minutes. I felt longer than that.
While she does her sheets, I forgot to tell y'all where we're at on elevation. I'm wanting to do that more on all the vlogs across the country and wherever we might end up, just to give y'all kind of a idea. So this is the last week of August, like we were saying, and Kellie's got this little handy dandy app. So we are currently at 2,311 feet of elevation. That's actually some of the highest peaks in Arkansas. Kind of crazy to think about. And our tallest elevation that we got in Badlands today, about 3,300 feet of elevation. So from here to there is a pretty decent incline in elevation. And on our way out, we saw the campground that was there in direct sun. Wow, it looked hot. And it's gonna be in direct sun until the sun sets. And it was in direct sun when the sun rose. It's probably really nice in the winter though.
So tonight for dinner, we're making the olive bread. I have not made this in a long time, so I decided I'd make it. First thing we got here, black olives.
It's a really good dish. It's our only dish we have available. I told Kellie earlier, I don't know if a mayonnaise-based dish is gonna be very good in this temp. I'm thinking of it that way. It's a mayonnaise-based dish. We had some avocados and we were gonna make something really good with avocados. It wouldn't be mayonnaise. However, our avocados went bad, but it's still gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We'll see how I do.
How you do?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh, you know, with the mayonnaise.
It'll be fine. You won't even know that there's mayonnaise in it. You know, a lot of dishes have mayonnaise in it. You don't even know it. Yum Yum sauce has mayonnaise
Well, I
in it.
knew Yum Yum sauce had mayonnaise in it. But I'm really still digging this campground because we're at this end basically all alone still.
Yeah.
If you look around, nobody. Except for the people at the end, behind us, nobody. Nobody. Now at the front, all the RVs, there's a ton of fifth wheels, campers, and RVs, but nobody in tents hardly. Maybe we're the only crazy cuckoo people in a tent.
Well, it is gonna get cool, and I mean, we live in a tent, so we don't really have an option. But a lot of people are always asking us why we prefer to be alone. Number one, it's hard for us to film when we're in busy campgrounds because you have music playing or so-and-so yelling and screaming, a lot of commotion going on. It's hard for us to film. Number two, when we first started camping every weekend, we did it as an escape from the city life, the hustle and bustle, the busy, the congestion. So that is why we started camping in the first place, was to escape, be out in nature by ourselves, just decompress. Those are the big reasons why we like to be alone.
And if you notice, every time we're at a campground, we usually don't film too much at the campground, or we add music when Kellie's cooking and don't talk. With this being so chill here, we're like, man, I'm digging this campground.
Yeah, let's all just hang out.
Let's hang out with y'all. I actually like hanging out with y'all more. You're cool cats, every one of you. Almost as cool as these olives.
So I've got my black olives, some green onion, and I previously diced this up for a different dish, and I'm saving it.
And in a minute, mayonnaise, the whole thing.
It's not the whole thing.
Now this Best Foods mayonnaise, in all honesty, I love mayonnaise, and this is a really good mayonnaise. I really like mayonnaise on a turkey sandwich with stuff on it. Tomatoes, that's a good one.
See, I only like mayonnaise on my Washita cheesesteaks.
I do like mayonnaise on the Washita cheesesteak. Mayonnaise time.
Calm down. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. You just said you liked mayonnaise.
I love mayonnaise.
So tonight we have our favorite bread, ciabatta. And it's not gonna fit all the way.
We have to do one at a time.
Well, what I'm gonna do, there's no way we're gonna eat all that.
Okay.
I was gonna do it like that.
Oh, that works out. Well, I'll take a bite of one of those.
Cody is the human garbage disposal.
If you wonder why we never have leftovers, because we told you we have in the past, it's because I eat it all. I love food. Matter of fact, that's one of the reasons I wake up in the morning, is just for food.
Oh, I know. Half the time, honestly, just me thinking about what I'm making for breakfast motivates me to get out of bed.
Actually, wondering what she is going to make for breakfast motivates me to go to bed the night before, after already eating dinner. That's how much it motivates me. I mean, that's really what life's all about, isn't it? Eating.
This is a Monterey Jack cheese. Oh, gross, babe.
It's good. Mayonnaise is good in 94-degree weather.
All right, so I'm also gonna throw, hey, at least it's cold. It's colder than our water we're drinking right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna throw some pats of butter in here. I'm gonna use the whole stick of butter. Decided to add a little bit more mayonnaise. I need it to be a little creamier. Now, let's spread this on here. If you're at home and you have a microwave, I suggest just melting the butter and pouring it in and mixing it all around. All right, let's put it in. Ooh, that's close to the top. Okay, so let's see what the temp is. 375. So I'm gonna drop it a little bit so it doesn't burn on the bottom. I'm gonna try to look at like 325 is what I wanna cook it at. And I'm just gonna keep checking it because I don't want the bottom to burn. I'm gonna say 20 minutes altogether, but we'll see how it goes. We have a finished product.
Ta-da-da.
It's done.
Da-da-da-da.
So I'm gonna put it on our little cheese board here. So actually I'm not gonna cut it yet. I'm gonna let it rest. I just have to make sure no flies get on it. Okay, it's rest. We're already here. By the way, it has cooled off a little bit.
It's good. It's good.
It's really good. I forgot how good it was.
But we're gonna enjoy this for the evening. We're gonna call it here, and we'll catch you on the other.
See you next time.